Okay, welcome back everybody. Ghislain here. And in the previous video, we talked about how to rank on first page of Google. I showed you an example of how I did that in just about a couple hours and how I was able to rank right away on the first page. So I'm going to show you today the steps that I take to do that. It takes a little bit of time, but with some preparation here and some experience, you will get faster. Now, I just uploaded the last video that I made into my YouTube account. And I'm going to show you a few things here that I do. Number one here is this is the keyword that I'm going after this time is how to run a successful business working from home. Now, just a quick note on keyword: long tail keyword are easier to rank on the first page than short keyword. Let's say I would have said successful working from home. There would have been a lot more competition than putting a keyword like how to run a successful business working from home. It's more detail. And the other thing it does as well is when the person goes on Google and asks the question, how to run a successful business working from home, that person is more likely to be more interested, more into the fact of running a successful business. So that person is more qualified than the person that's just putting in a couple of words into the Google search just to try to get some information. Okay, so first thing I do is how to run a successful business working from home. I make sure this isn't my title. The first thing you want to do is try to keep that as close to the beginning of your title as possible. Things you could add to this title, you could say keys or critical keys to on how to run a successful business working from home, or you could do this like this: 7 keys, oops, 7 key strategies, something like that. I think you get the picture here. Um, the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and enter my website that I want people to go to after they watch the video. Okay. There you go, searhentrepreneur.com. And next, I'm going to go ahead and enter my title. All right. And after that, of course, when I made this video, I created a script that I obviously said on the video. And that's what we're going to put back here on the page. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and copy and paste our script into the description. Go back to this one right here, and we're going to go and paste that. Okay. Now, of course, you want to organize it a little bit, so it's not all stuck together. So it's easy to read if somebody would decide they want to read your description prior to watching your video. Now, the key thing here to rank is the description. Okay. If you don't put a description, it'll be very hard for Google to pick up on what you're trying to say to your possible reader or watcher by just, Google can't figure out what it's saying, what you're saying on the video. So you have to put it in the description here so Google can figure out what you're talking about so it can rank you in his search moving forward. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm sorry, it takes a little bit of time here, but at the end of the day, we have to do that. All right. The next thing I'm going to do here is I have to create what we call a density, a keyword density that's going to be high enough for Google to pick it up and not too high as to you're trying to tell Google that you're really, I don't know, you just, there's a certain percentage, and I'm going to take you to a website in a little bit to figure out the keyword density so you understand what I mean by that. But we're going to try to create a density here that Google's like. And just a quick percent here, you're looking for anywhere from 4 to 5% at the most, no less than 3 on your keyword density. So I'm going to go ahead and take my keyword again, okay, how to run a successful business working from home. Okay, and I'm going to enter that into my description here about 5 more times. 2, all right, 5, maybe more, depending on, you know, the density here that we need. And it has to be, you know, obviously in some spaces that make sense. Obviously, you can't just put the keyword and it just doesn't make sense within the description. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. So I'm putting my keyword in here, so it's not like it's overwhelming, overdoing it. And Google is not going to say, "Wow, you know, this guy's really trying to put that down my throat," and we're just going to go ahead and ignore this guy. Okay, so you can see here I'm taking my time to put in. See, I've already put it in 5 times. I'm actually going to do it for each key here because I have 7 key. To my video. So we're almost finished here. And you'll see here we're almost finished already for this video to start ranking really well, really fast. I'm going to go ahead and add one more time here. Now, of course, I'm going to add it here in the tags. And then I can add stuff like also put that one back in here. But how to run a successful free business, I could put there. You know, I could put, I don't know, attractive or, you know, money making. This is where you add some keywords that will help you rank with other keywords on the search moving forward. So I'm just going to add this. I'm not going to go ahead and add too much to this here. You can click on these words here and it's going to add it to your tags, to your other keyword. It's up to you how many you do that. Select a category. You know, this is all education video, so I always choose that. And I think we're all set here. So we're going to go ahead and save the changes. And it's going to be a second here. All right, now it looks like all the settings have been saved. So we're going to go to my videos and see what it looks like here. All right, so one thing I'm going to do here is I always try to make sure that I pick a one of the pictures here that makes sense. You know, the thumbnail. So I'm going to go and take this one here. Like, it looks like it might not look too silly. I'm going to click on Save Changes. And then what I'm going to do is add a little bit of a notation here before I post it. Something you want to consider for your videos as well. Let me go pause that. And we're going to go add a notation here. Go right here.
Welcome back. And what does
Just
it
be a
take to
second
run
here.
a successful business?
I'm going to put that right there. Enter my name here. Because most people.
Hi, gang. Welcome back. And what does it take to run a successful business?
All right, so we're going to do that there. I'm going to go over here as well. I'm going to add my website.
Bit of advice here. When you deal.
Hold on a second here. Go back to 3 minutes. I'll give 1.5 minutes of my website.
Bit of advice here. When you deal
here, and here I'm going to add my website. And this is just a little trick here for you.
For you to get there.
People are not as patient, and maybe they don't watch the whole video. That's the reason why we're gonna put the website address for more than just at the end of the video. All right, and we're gonna go ahead, put that in the middle, and see if we can make the letters a little bigger. we go. Almost finished here. All right. So one thing you can do as well here is you can change the color to make it stand out a little bit. So we're going to try yellow, see how that looks. Nope. So how about red? How's that looking red? All right, that stands out a little more behind the wall there. Let's see what else we got here. What if I did black? All right, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to leave it like that. The one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come below here. And we see the low here. I'm going to expend the time all the way to the end of the movie, except the last few seconds, because I'll show you why. And then let's see if we can play this.
Better than what you have right now.
All right, so we take it.
A-entrepreneur.
See, now I'm too far.
Better than what you have right
Since
now.
I've already got it there, I'm going to go and take it all the way there.
A-entrepreneur.
I'm going to go ahead and reduce that a little bit so it doesn't pop up right here. You see now it stops. It's got all my information again. We're all good. We're going to publish that, so we're good to go. All right, so now we want to figure out the density of the video. So let's go back to the page here. I'm going to go and find my video. I'll go back to my video here and get it the original. And I'm going to show you here what I mean by density. And it's it's a very good tool to make sure that you don't get on Google's bad side, for lack of better words. I'm going to go and get it. I have it in my favorite here. Just be a second. All right, so you can go to this particular website here, which is seocentro.com, and it'll check your density of how many times of your keywords, of how many times you use that particular keyword within your website. So you enter the code at the bottom there. Okay, 7736 for this case here. It'll be different every time. And then you go ahead and look at the density. And what this is going to tell us is, you can see here the letter you're trying to aim for will come up in the bigger or bolder letter. Okay, you see how I have loading. These are all words that YouTube uses, but I'm trying to figure out words that will make my video stand out more with Google here. You can see here business is at 1.52, so it's all a little low. Successful business is at 1.2, and so forth. So I need to raise that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my keyword again a few more times within my description, and then at the end, when it's all said and done, this number here, the business, successful, working, home, from home, those words, when I'm all said and done, will be around 3%. And that's really what I'm trying to do here. And you can tell here, successful 1.2. So that's helping me a little bit. Run successful business, it's low. So I'm going to need to add this a little more into the description, so that way it stands out more for Google, but not too much. But I think you understand the point here. So I go back into my description here at the bottom, and sorry, we're going to go to edit mode. And then I'm just going to go and add more of my keyword in this box right here. And when it's all said and done, then I can just go ahead and save it, and it should rank very quickly on Google moving forward. All right, hope you all enjoyed this little quiz, a little quick video training here. Go ahead and make your videos or write your articles, and go make some money. I'll see you in the next video.